is up? It is a beautiful Saturday. We're getting away from some housework. Dave is home and he is in his element right now. We're at his deer hunting property. I mean, the deer hunting season is gonna be, the men in the home are gonna be like all about deer hunting, getting that big ginormous buck, maybe even a ginormous doe to put in the freezer. Oh yeah, it's on. We've got, how many boys gonna be hunting? We've got Chase, we got DJ, we got Colton, we got Easton, we got Dave, the ringleader of it all. And what about you littles? Do you think you're gonna go out and get a deer this year?
They're gonna go with Daddy.
You're gonna, oh, you get to, one by one. Daddy said they get to go. Even Miley. Daddy said he might bring Miley because they got a really cool, like a blind with a buddy heater that's gonna be set up inside. They got like a little wooden house out there, like a little cabin house. Anyway, so here we are. This is the start of it all, the season. They're setting up trail cameras right now. You're gonna scare all the deer, bro. What else are we doing for this setup? Whoa, you have a lot of memory cards going in these things. They got a lot of memory cards. Hopefully we'll get some cool bucks on there, kind of know where to go. I think between all the boys, they have like 4 different spots, and like 3 of them could probably easily sit in the deer blind. But then when they're all sitting in the deer blind, it's like fighting over who gets to get the big buck that comes in. Let's go in the woods. Hey, stay on the path. You gotta stay on this path, okay? We don't want you getting poison ivy. Dave comes out every year about this time and checks all the deer stands, the blind, make sure everything's ready to go. We're gonna go out into a big open field like Bambi. Like Bambi and his mother. Whoa! Here's the big open field where they're hoping that big buck will walk across. Right here. There's the blind, one of their blinds, and then they got like a stand over here to the left. They got a stand straight ahead. They got their blind right there, and then they got a stand around the corner here. All right, come on. Miley, I always say, this looks like Jurassic Park, where a T-Rex is gonna come running out of the woods at us. Or raptors or something.
Raptor.
Yeah.
Raptor's chasing.
That's what this looks like.
Raptor chase us.
Raptor's gonna chase us?
Yeah.
Can you tell Miley has brothers? She's all for playing Jurassic Park. You like that?
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, it's chasing us?
Yeah.
Should we run?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Run.
T-Rex.
A T-Rex. Here's the little cabin. Blind. Miley said it was Snow White's, the cabin, the Seven Dwarfs cabin that Snow White found in the woods. Is that what it is? All right, let's check it out. So they said that they found wasp nest. Some birds got in there, made a mess.
Yeah, I got them all in my handies. Be careful,
And
a lot of stickers.
How about the rats and mice? Did they get in there?
Yep.
Oh no. The rats and mice take over every year.
Oh my, bro, it's bad. There's wasps everywhere.
What?
And they're huge.
Where? Oh my goodness, wow, they put oh my goodness, that's scary. This will be your 2 seats, and you gotta scout out.
Well, usually you put a blanket on the ground and they watch.
This way? You gotta scout out this way. You gotta scout out this way. And maybe this way too.
Come on, Mimi. Can I sit in my seat?
Okay, Snow White. We're in the Seven Dwarfs cabin. You just cleaned it up. It looks beautiful with all the animals. You and all the animals cleaned it up.
No.
Oh, you're still cleaning? Okay, do you have to whistle some more then?
Yep.
Whistle while you work. Good job. Whistle while you work. Whistle while you work. Now, Snow White, listen up. I'm gonna go mind the mines.
No.
If anybody comes to the door,
No.
don't answer it.
Hey, no. You're my mother.
Oh, I'm your mother. Okay, well, I'll tell you. Stay away from the evil queen.
Yeah.
Okay?
Me like you nice tree.
I'm the nice queen, your mother. Okay. Sounds good, girl.
You
Miley loves Snow White.
can hear yet?
She's not,
Oh.
but she could be at the door.
No, not.
Who is that?
It's tree.
Or is it the Seven Dwarfs?
It's tree. It's tree. No, no.
Check it.
Say yours.
Check it. Do you want to open the door?
Yeah.
Wait, you're not supposed to open the door to strangers.
Oh.
If it's the Seven Dwarfs, they'll come in.
Hey. Knock, knock. Out. Oh. Say yours here. Say yours.
I'm scared.
Say.
It did say, why would the memory amount, man? I think it did say up to 32 gigabytes.
Who is it? Grumpy? Dopey? Bashful? Sleepy? Sneezy?
Grumpy.
It's Grumpy! Doc?
No. That's happy.
Grumpy! Good morning. It's Saturday morning, about 6:30. Don't mind my voice. Still trying to get it going this morning. I'm still like waking up. I'm really nervous right now because something absolutely crazy happened to me this week that I just thought would not be a thing. And it's like, here we are again, but I'm so nervous. So backstory, for about a year and a half now, since Miley, my baby, was about almost 2, I have been thinking about, I'm 42 years old, so it's definitely a thought. What if we had one more baby? And for a year and a half now, Miley's gonna be 3 next month. I have had many conversations and lots in my heart, conversations with God about having another baby, having an 8th baby. Dave is not always on board with my crazy ambitions, but he is very supportive and he's being very supportive now. For a year and a half now, month after month, I, in my thoughts, was like, this could be a month. We weren't always trying in that year and a half, but my heart was ever so much wanting a baby. And definitely I would catch myself symptom spotting lots in those months, especially over this past summer. We are now into the fall. Lots of people told me it's hard to get pregnant once over 40. That did get in my head. I do struggle with my hormones a little bit, and they would just be tripping me up every month. I felt at times that I've already been entering into perimenopause just because of all the things. There'd be months where I was like, hands down, I am pregnant, because there would be a new symptom that would pop up. And no, it wasn't. And so for a year and a half now, I have been really rooting this on. And I feel like my voice is sort of coming back. We had a fun night last night with the kids, trying to be quiet. The house is a little quieter today. Dave went to work. I only have one little with me, Luke. The other ones, Miley and Nolan, stayed with Grandma last night. I have my 13-year-old who is in a bedroom close by this bathroom. My 16-year-old is not here, and I think the older ones went hunting, so it's a little quiet. But anyway, I was saying that symptom spotting and sometimes really getting yourself wrapped into this can be really hard, and wrapped into wanting a baby can get weary sometimes, especially if it's not happening right when we want it. We can have doubts, and especially at my age. And every month, Aunt Flo would show up, and it just felt like it got harder and harder to see her. I didn't know if this could be a thing again, so it kind of plagued me a little bit. But anyway, that's a little backstory. Here we are, Saturday, October 18th. I cannot pinpoint when I ovulated this last time. I honestly did not show much of any signs that I did, so I just thought that this was another month that I was out. But I started just getting a hunch because of symptoms again. See, isn't it crazy? It's like all these symptoms you can get, and a lot of the months I would just take a pregnancy test anyway. So this month was no different in my brain, and I truly was just like, it's nothing, but here we are. Let's just take a pregnancy test. So I took a pregnancy test, counting the days after that with the early detection tests, that it would be able to test it. I'm thinking I might have ovulated earlier, just how this is all playing out. I couldn't help myself, and this past Monday, October 13th, I just had this thing like, I'm gonna wake up and just use my first morning urine and take a pregnancy test. So check this video out. Here's me at like 5:30 a.m. taking this test. Let's see what it says. So yeah, another month, nothing. But I couldn't shake this feeling I had. I could not shake the feeling, and I kid you not, it was the weirdest thing. There was just some things that happened that like prompted me to take another one, and it was bizarre. For one, just something weird that happened to me on Sunday night, the night before I took the test. I had this crazy thing happen to my pelvic area and my back and my sides, and it lasted about, I would say, like 10 minutes. As I was sitting on the couch, we had just got back from like a fun fall little festival thing that we went to, and I chalked it up to maybe, it was because I was walking a lot and I maybe strained my back or something. But now I'm thinking it might have been implantation. And so that Monday after the Sunday would have been way too early to test, because it cannot pick up HCG once the egg, after it gets fertilized, once it implants, and that could take up to 6 to 12 days after conception. You have that like time frame. And from what I might be calculating, it was around like 9 DPO, which is days past ovulation. From what I'm calculating, from what I'm thinking. So I couldn't shake that crazy feeling I was having, because it was something that I never felt before. And then Tuesday night, I sneezed, and it was crazy. It was like I was back in the hospital with a cut open C-section, like with the last baby. I couldn't move for like an hour after I sneezed, and when I initially sneezed, it like dropped me to the floor, and I just had this weird sensation or pain right where my incision was, where my C-section scar is. It was so weird. I was like, what the heck? C-sections can be weird, and they can give you weird sensations and pains this long after, and it's gonna be almost 3 years. But it was pretty intense. It was like someone jolted me with a battery, and that's kind of what I'm thinking the implantation was. It was like somebody was like jolting me with like a little bit of electricity on my sides and then it would wrap around to the front. It would like radiate, and it would be like a pulsating thing. It was like pulsating, radiating around my sides to the front, and then it would go to the back on my back. And I just had like a dull ache with it, and it was just crazy. Thursday, October 16th now. I told you I had a hunch. Miley, the day before, came up to me, my little girl. She is 2. She's gonna be 3, almost. She tells me, Mommy, you have a baby in your tummy. Like, plain as day. I was like, what? No. She has a big imagination, but this is the first time, like, she's blatantly just like come up to me and said, and I mean, she was dead serious. You have a baby in your tummy, Mommy. You do. I was like, I don't think so. I don't think so. And she was very adamant. Yes, you do. And it was crazy. But I just chalked that up to a lovely imagination from a little girl. So with that, and sneezing weirdly, and couldn't getting over the weird, like, pulsating electrical pain, ache that I was having, Dave calls me Thursday morning. He never calls me this early. Like, right when he got to work, he just calls me out of the blue, because he never even calls me or texts me that early, because he always wants me to get my sleep and stuff, so he never wants to bother me. He'll call me a little later. I'm actually trying to get up at 5:30 every day. It's like a work in progress that I get up even longer before my children, and not just like a half an hour before. But anyway, he calls me, and he just says, I love you. I love you. I was like deliriously saying, okay, I love you too. But immediately he's like, okay, bye. And I was like, bye. Immediately after, I just had this overwhelming feeling like, go test again. Go test again. I'm really big on just like wanting my husband to be a part of everything and all the things. And I don't know, it was just weird. I couldn't shake the hunch. And I actually had an extra test, one last test. And I was thinking about that test, and I said, you know what? And it was an early detection. I had the Clear Blue digital early detection. It can test up to 5 or 6 days early. So here's another thing. I'm a 28-day girl. I'm usually pretty steady that way. When I say my hormones are whack, they're just PMPD whack. They give me lots of trouble, but they've never made my periods irregular. And I am actually, the 28th day is supposed to be this Tuesday. Actually, in like 3 days, I'm supposed to start my period. So Thursday would have been like 5 days before the day of my missed period. Well, I had a hunch to film it, and I just couldn't couldn't get my mind off the pregnancy test, the one last one I had. Check this out. Later, and I am like, I don't even know what to think, because there's so many things out there that is against this. It could be a chemical, because I caught it so early, and I'll be starting my period on Tuesday. It could be a perimenopausal thing. Like, that's a thing. It's rare, but it can happen. Since the day I took the test on Thursday, I started getting some nausea, just on edge, having jitters, some cramping, which I don't like the cramping. I've had cramping before though, so I mean, I know people say it's a thing because there's a lot going on down there, and just from shifting hormones and with everything that's going on, your body like hosting this new life, you can get some mild cramping. Some people say it gets pretty bad, but that's a whole nother story. Mine is like, it can be immediate, and I'm getting severe back pain. Here's another symptom. I cannot get myself cool. I am hot. Like, I've had hot flashes, but these are next level. Like I'm literally standing in fire and I can't, or standing next to a blazing fire and I can't step away from it with a warm, cozy sweater on or sheepskin that I can't take off, and I'm like stuck in it. Even when I'm like, it's crazy. Like that is a very new symptom. Like I've never had such crazy feeling so hot. Here and there too, I also get some chills along with it. Like I'll get a cold spell where I'll be like freezing, but that will only last for like 2 seconds and then it'll be done. But it's happened enough for me to notice it. And the day before I tested on Thursday, I got so like I've been getting like sick over things that like would not even bother me before, like seeing pee in the toilet at our co-op. I was seeing pee in the toilet from the kids. They didn't flush the toilet, and I don't know what it was, but I can deal with that. Like I've got 6 boys, like come on. But it like made me like gag, and I don't even know why. And I've been irritable. And that is kind of new for me as well. And so that kind of scares me because that is like a hands down, your period is coming. And I've never been like irritable in the days leading up to a positive pregnancy test or after. Honestly, I feel my best in the mind when I'm pregnant. So this is new. It could just be because of my age and maybe already entering into perimenopause. I'm not sure. But anyway, I am like, I'm so nervous because here I am. 2 days later, I picked up some more tests. I got a 3-pack of Clear Blue, different ones. It's called Triple Assurance. It has 3 different ones in there, and the digital's in there too. And then I did Dollar Tree tests that are not sensitive at all. And I'm going to take the very sensitive one because technically I'm still before my period, but I think I ovulated earlier because there's no way it would have picked it up that soon if my period was supposed to start on Tuesday, because it would have been way too far ahead for the Clear Blue even to pick it up. So I'm going to take one of these and then a very, very non-sensitive test from Dollar Tree today. And I am freaking out. I wanted to do it still before I was actually supposed to get my period on the 28th day, just to see if I'm getting dark lines. So the first one I took was a digital, and those are great when you're like early on because it just says it right out. But again, it's tricky because it could be a chemical, and sometimes with a chemical, the line on the pregnancy test, if you do the line ones, they'll be so light because you're not really producing a lot of HCG. And all this is just crazy. Like, we shouldn't be too crazy about all this stuff, and just pray and let God do his thing and stay close and know that he is in control. He's the boss. And if he wants this pregnancy to go, it's ultimately up to him. And I want his will. And if it doesn't work out, everyth's going to be okay. Like, it's all going to be okay because God knows. God knows the future. He knows what's good for us. And I want what he wants for me. Ultimately, it is hard sometimes because we get ourselves in these things where we're just like, want something so bad. But we ultimately have to trust in the Lord in the end. And that's what I am trying to do right now. I did tell Dave. I told him about an hour after I took the test on Thursday. I just called him and I couldn't get it out, but I kept like saying it in a roundabout way. And he finally was catching on. And he was very sweet and just, he's like the first thing, he's like, make sure you're doing what you need to do. Like, be healthy, don't drink coffee, get on some prenatals right away. And he was like being really sweet, and that like made me feel really better. And then throughout the day, he sent me some Bible verses and this really cool just picture. And when you see it, you'll know what it is. Here, this is what he sent me. All right, here we go. We're gonna take these 2 tests today. We're gonna see what they say. Everything's gonna be okay. Okay, I don't know which one's which, but we're gonna go with the smaller one. I think it's this one. I just want the one with the line, the cross. Here it is. Dipping. Okay guys, here it is. I definitely see a line. If pregnant, it's this one, the middle one. It just has, if you're pregnant, you'll have a line in the center along with the other line. And I do have that. It's there. I can see it. It's not crazy dark, but it's there. I can see it. It's not a squinter. There's no squinting to see it. The line is there. I was just like thinking, there's not going to be a line. There's not going to be a line. But you know what? It is still super early. So the doubt. Oh, man. Okay. The line is there. It's actually getting darker. It's getting darker. You guys, I'm just like, I am so excited. I'm just, if this is all going to like play out, my mind is just always, my mind is already just going to that just joy. I just want to surpass, you know, all the doubt, all the horrible things that could be, or I'm just so excited. Like, I just got a positive pregnancy test. Still with the doubt, but still, it could be a thing. Oh my, okay, the line has definitely got darker. It's gotten darker. There it is. Oh my goodness. Now we're going to do the less sensitive test that usually you would take these on or after the day of your missed period. And this is just the 2 lines here. We just need to see 2 lines. So we'll see what this one says, because I'm technically still before my period, but we think we ovulated earlier. Four drops. Oh, I do see a line. Oh my goodness. I am like just remembering all the times I've just seen this, because back in the day, I wouldn't even do these highfalutin, expensive tests 6 days sooner, because I just never had luck with them. So I had a lot of cheapies, because why spend the money on it if it doesn't work for you? There is a line. I was so scared that this one wasn't even going to show. It's there. The lines are there, guys. Next step is I'm going to take a test Monday morning. I'm going to wait 2 days. And I'm going to give my doctor a call on Monday and see what he would like me to do. I'm going to let him know that I got a positive pregnancy test and we'll get things rolling. I've had trouble in the past with my progesterone being low, so that's why I would want to call my doctor sooner than later, because they do a blood test right away just to see where my levels are at and everything. And I just would feel much better if that's all under good care, whatever I've had to on a lot of my pregnancies. So that's probably the next step. I'm just so excited. I just feel so thankful, so blessed. And I'm rooting this on, and I'm just like, I feel like I don't deserve it. I just feel like I don't deserve it. With being older too and wanting a baby, there's just a lot more against us. And, you know, they say that the percentage drops like drastically in our egg count and, you know, all the percentages and things after we turn 40. But you know what? God's percentage is different. I just turned 42 this past July 16th, so this is crazy. Wow. I'm so excited. Bringing it all together, but it's gonna hit real when I go see the doctor and blood tests, ultrasounds. I need Jesus. I need the Lord. Stay tuned. I'm gonna keep this going.